Hello, my name is Sushil Shirke and today's date is 20 July 2021 and topic is exception. Now, firstly we will see what is the exception. Exception is a event that occur execution of the program that describe the normal flow of instruction. Exceptions are used to indicate many different types of error conditions like JVM error, system error, and programming error. First is JVM error. JVM error in that out of memory error, stack overflow error, linkage error, and second is system error. In that system error, file not found exception, IO exception, and socket timeout exception. And in programming error, null pointer exception are there. Basically exception has a three basic types, that is checked exception, unchecked exception, and error. But in that three exception, error are irrecoverable. Example, out of memory error, and virtual machine error. And in checked exception, exception before the execution of program, and it is also called as a runtime exception. For this scenario, we will take an example. Whenever we are doing coding in a program, that is in a program, that is Eclipse or C++. In that applications, whenever we are doing programming, we see some errors and exceptions. If we do a little bit mistakes, at that time we see that exceptions. In checked exception, we IO exception is there and SQL exception is there. For example, whenever we are taking a thread on sleep for a microsecond, some microseconds, at that time there will be we can see the exception is there. For avoid this exception, we are write throws exception after the main class. By using that throw exception syntax, we can smoothly run our program. And now we will see the unchecked exception. Unchecked exception is a compile time exception. That means whenever we are doing all the program, after we are execute that program, we can see the exceptions are there. We can see some exceptions are there whenever we are doing mistakes in the code, like arithmetic exceptions, null point exception, array index out of bound exception. Unchecked exception are not checked at the runtime, but it checked at the compile time. Sorry, it not checked at the compile time, it checked at the runtime. Now we can see the Java exception keywords. There are basically 5 Java exception keywords, that are try, catch, finally, throw, and throws. Now we can see that five keywords one by one. First is try. The try keyword is used to specify a block where we should place exception code. It must be followed by either catch or either finally. Now second keyword is catch. The catch block is used to handle the exception. It must be proceed by try block, which means it cannot use the catch block alone. And third keyword is finally. The finally block is used to execute the important methods, uh, important code of the program. It is executed whether the exception is handled or not. Now fourth keyword is throw. Throw keyword is used to throw an exception. And fifth and last keyword is throws. That throws keyword not throws the exceptions. It used to declare the exception. Now we can see why we want to use the throws exception. Exception are basically used to separate error handling code from the regular code. Exception propagate error up to the call stack. In Java, many exceptions and error automatically generated by JVM, that is Java Virtual Machine. Now we can see the some exception types, that is runtime exception, IO exception, final not found exception, file not found exception, number before exception, number format exception, socket exception, uh, illegal argument exception, array out of bound exception, and arithmetic exception. That all I know about the exception, and I completed my exception topic. Thank you.